So hi guys, in this video I want to talk about one of the other projects that I'm working on, which is a mobile app to find professional services online. It's a really simple app. I had this idea a few years back when I had a struggle. I'm not going to call it a struggle, but it really bothered me because I was looking for a cleaning service for my home. I had some construction work at home, and I needed a company to come in and just do like a deep cleaning of the house. And the whole process to find a cleaning service was really, how you call it, really bad. I don't know, really annoying. Let's say it like this, because I went into Google. I searched like, okay, I need a cleaning company to come, a cleaning company that does this kind of services, and I got a bunch of results. And then I would need to go into each website and fill in a form, or take the email and send an email to the company, or being collecting several emails to join on a global email that I could send to all of them. And this whole process was not efficient. And I'm all about efficiency, so I got really tired with the process. And I thought, well, I need a way to just, search for a service. I need this service on my location. Give me a list of companies that do it so I can contact them all at once. And then came this idea. I know there are already some platforms that do this. At least I'm registering some freelancer platforms, and I know they do a sort of this because anyone can just go into the platform and search for a service, and then the platform will contact the professionals and say the profession that someone is looking for their services and make the connection between the client and the professional. Um, it works, but the client needs to register in the app. The professional needs to register in the app. The professional needs to pay to contact the client. The connection is not directly between the client and the professional. In my app, which is a really simple app, the idea is that the app is only a way to connect each part of the deal. So the client is looking for a service. These professionals can perform that service. Now talk with each other and solve that and figure it out. So that's the idea. I know it's not like a $1 million idea, and I know that. I'm just using this idea to test a few things and to learn new platforms. So right now, I can show you guys what I'm using. So for example, I'm using the Swing framework to handle all the backend of the app. So the Swing framework is like a PHP micro framework that allows to create simple APIs. I like the framework. It's really simple, really small. I used it a couple times before on other apps that I've created, but I never really got into the framework to understand how it worked and everything. And this time I've done that, and it's really awesome. So this is one of the frameworks that I'm using. And another thing that I wanted to try out for a long time, it was Flutter. I really like Flutter. I like the concept behind it. I like the ability to customize everything, to create my own widgets. I like the whole widget thing. Everything is a widget, and it's like a hierarchy of widgets inside widgets, and I like that. And it's really fast to work, create faster apps, and they are correct about that. It's really fast to develop mobile apps with it, and I'm enjoying the experience so far. So let me just show you now an overview of the app. So back to Figma. I use Figma for most everything that I'm planning, and the app is really simple. So I had like a initial version of the app here, which is really ugly. I can see it now, but it was a lot more complex. The client could register, or the company could register. They needed to create an account. Then the client would do the whole process the same as I have it right now, which I'll go to it in a bit. But the professional would also need to register and create a profile, and then would probably receive the messages inside the app. It would be more similar to the ones that already exist. So then I just cut down the whole idea and create a really simple app out of it. So right now the app has like one to like 6 screens. And the first screen is like an onboarding screen where you have like a slideshow of images showing how the app works. like a tutorial, then a client or a user can just start the app. He's going to search the service that he's looking for. It's going to have like a list of results. Then he's going to say in which location he needs the service. Going to have a list of results as well. He's going to select a location, and then he has like a whole list of possible results. I mean, services that perform. I mean, companies that perform that service on that location. He can select the ones that he wants to contact and just send an email to all of them. Sending an email, I'm not doing any app, so the idea here is that when you press send, the app will open the user mail app with all the information already filled in. I mean, like a template message and all the email contacts from all the companies is going to be on the BCC field, so he doesn't need to worry. He writes his own message if he wants one time and just sends to all of them in one go. And that's the main idea so far. Or another idea that I'm also having is when you press send, you can also maybe save all this information into a note app, like a Keep or something like that, and you have like all the companies with the telephone numbers and the emails, and you can just save it or send it to someone else, or just use it to call each company one after the other. The advantage here is that we don't need to go into each website and search for a phone number or the email and then contact each company. So the app does it for you. That's the main advantage of this app. Then we have like an about screen and a simple screen where professionals can just join the app. They fill in this with all their information and they build and they add themselves to the app database. And that's it. I mean, this is the app so far. And I can show you that I have the app running in Flutter. I'm going to show you right now. I have already implemented the app in Flutter. At least the screens, not the logic behind it, but the navigation is working. So you can see here. So we have the onboarding. So select the service, find the location, choose the professionals, and send an email. So if you are a regular user, you can just start, or if you are a professional, you can just join the database. And it's not working at the time. I didn't know that. So let's just start. This is a lot daily data so far. So we can search for a service. We have a list of services. Let's say I want a cleaning service. Where on this location, and then I have a list of results. I can select the ones that I want to contact. Let's say I know some of the. Let's say that it finds some services that they already know, and I don't want to contact them, so I can just uncheck them from the list. I could also open the menu and call directly to each service or send an email just to this professional, or open the web page to see what it looks like and press send. It will open the mail app or the notes app, something like that. I also have an about page like I show you. Oh, it's not working with this design. I forgot about it, so the image needs to resize accordingly. And share is going to share a link to the Google Play Store or the App Store. And we have the join screen, like I told you before, where the professional can just like business name, description, phone number, email address, the services that they perform, and the locations where they work in, and say send, and they're going to belong to the database. So this is the app as I've planned so far. Like I said before, it's not like $1 million idea. I know that. Was one idea that I had. I want to try it out, to see if it works. If it gets some traction, I will add some mobile ads to the app. I'm also going to implement it or using Flutter to implement the app on the web, because I know that I can use the same project and deploy it on Android, on iOS, and on the web. I never developed a mobile web app using Flutter, so it's going to be an experience as well. And this is it. I mean, so far this is what I've got. Yesterday I was working on the REST API, creating the REST API with the Swim framework. I'm going to do a video just about that, going over the Swim framework and the API that I created. I think it's pretty cool. Like, I done the whole API yesterday on a few hours, which was cool. I mean, it was really fast. And even the screens in Flutter was like awesome. So you can see that the screens in Flutter are really different from the original plan, because I realized that I was wasting too much time trying the design on Figma, where I could just do it on Figma on the Flutter directly, and it was really fast to just try things out. I mean, Flutter has this concept of hot reload, quick reload. I don't know the exact name. I think it's hot reload, where you can just make changes. I mean, run the app, make changes, you save it, and you can see directly on the app that is running on the emulator or even on the device. And this is like awesome, because I work with native Android, native iOS. I work with Xamarin for a long time, and it took some time, like making iterations between changes and seeing in the app, seeing in the emulator or the simulator. But this whole process took some time, like I made some changes. I needed to compile the app, build the app, upload it to the device, check if it was working or not, come back, and this whole iteration was a little bit cumbersome. I don't know how it is right now. I've not done it for quite some time, but at the time it was like this, and it was not the best process. With Flutter, I find out that this hot reload is like awesome. You just make changes, run it, save it, run it, and you can see it directly on the app as as it compiles. I mean, it's great. And this is it. I mean, the next video I want to do for this project is about the Swim framework. Then I'll probably do another video just going over the Flutter code, just showing what I've done so far and what I've discovered. And then I'll keep you guys updated on this project. So that's it.